then that thing happens which will completely change our awareness of our own potential. Up till that point we cannot go beyond our eligibility. We will remain stuck in our ways because we haven't received proper inspiration and nourishment. But by the association of sadhus, we can improve our eligibility. And by that, quickly we can elevate our consciousness. So all the scriptures that are there, that are help, even if they are moral instructions, they will elevate our consciousness. Even if we believe in God only, and we don't follow any scriptures, our consciousness is starting to elevate. It is said by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Jaiva Dharma, those who practice sadhana bhakti. Some of us may practice sadhana bhakti, I don't know. Sadhana bhakti is a particular process to obtain bhav bhakti. Kritisthadya bhavet sada, beautiful process. Some of us may practice this, but most of us, we are not even practicing this. Most of us are thinking, I wish that my material problems should subside. God, please help me. I should not always feel so miserable in this world. This is the beginning of approaching God. The real position that we should strive for is that I want to become sold out to Supreme Master. He has manifested for us. We have received the opportunity to be in the association of real Guru. I want to become sold out to my Gurudev, 24 hours a day. This should be our desire only. Nothing, whether I'm sick or not, whether I have experiencing happiness or distress, I only want to identify with that. I only want to be sold out. Servant of my Gurudev. What is my Gurudev? We'll come to that. Any questions? Is that answering your question, Yasodharana Prabhu?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've raised my hand a few times.
Sorry? She raised her hand.
I've raised my hand a few times.
Yeah, that's why I asked for...
Yeah, but you were looking down. After you said any questions, you were looking down. Yes.
No, but I haven't given up on you.
Because there's one very crucially important personality that has not been mentioned in connection with Guru, and that is our beloved Lord Nityananda Ram, who is Akhanda Guru Tattva. And everyone, every being in creation is accompanied by Chaitya Guru, or Paramatma is in every atom. But when a soul comes to a certain point of hankering for the Lord, Lord Nityananda comes and replaces Paramatma. And even before we meet the external Guru, Lord Nityananda gives very definite directions on how to proceed. So I wanted to make sure that he was mentioned, because it's because of him that I'm even here. Lord Nityananda. I could say more, but
can you give praman for this?
that's the one thing I did not want someone to bring up. I am not an expert on the Shastras. I don't. The only mantra that I know is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Thank you. Any other comments that I would make would be too long. So I hesitate to get into them because they would take too long. But I have encountered Lord Nityananda, and I have drawn his picture from seeing him in my heart. And many of the devotees have that picture on their altars. So I know that that's my only praman, that he has enlivened me personally, and he is real. And I can say also that when Lord Chaitanya was beginning his preaching mission, he deputized his different associates in different ways. And Lord Nityananda was so attached to Lord Gauranga, of course. And he was almost boasting that he was going to be with Lord Gauranga, whereas the others were being deputed elsewhere. And then he was called. He was called. And Lord Gauranga informed him, you will have to go to Navadvip and preach. Yeah, to Bengal. He wanted him to go back where they had come from, Navadvip, to help all of those suffering people. They need you. And so he had to surrender. And the bottom line of that is that he, Lord Nityananda, is, of all the forms of Godhead, he is the one who is deputed to be our best friend. And he is with all of us at every moment, from the moment of birth, who are hankering to be at the lotus feet of the Lord. Lord Nityananda is the one that Lord Chaitanya deputed to give his energy to us, because Lord Krishna is very busy.
Actually, I just give this a short comment. We did mention Lord Nityananda, the first session, Akanda Guru Tattva. Yeah. Lord Nityananda is, even today we mention Lord Nityananda. Actually, to what I have understood, the spiritual masters, that is called the pure sadhus, who start to display their unprecedented compassion by going door to door, like Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada came to the Western world. Many times when we will ask, how is this possible? In such a few years he distributed Krishna consciousness to each and every continent. Everywhere, each place, they knew about Krishna. In just 10 years, 12 years time. When we asked one great Vaishnava, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, he said, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj is Nityananda Prakash. He is manifestation of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Also we mentioned in the beginning, just briefly, about Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Although initiated by Yadunandanacharya, having the association regularly of Srila Haridas Thakur, still wanting to obtain the eternal association of Sri Satchidananda Gaura Hari, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent him Go back to your parents. Serve them. Behave like an ordinary person. In your heart, always you cultivate in mood how to serve Radha and Krishna and Vrindavan. And everything will be arranged. Then, when Lord Nityananda came nearby in Panipati, and he organized a big festival, then Raghunath Das Goswami, he went there with some of the servants of his father who always worried that he may escape and run through where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. So he came there and there he received the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu himself. He there engaged in beautiful service to all the Vaishnavas. He arranged for both to be brought and offered and distributed amongst all the Vaishnavas. Even in that festival, by that beautiful service, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came himself, honoring the Mahaprasada. And after that, Nityananda Prabhu was so pleased with him that by that merciful benediction, that pleasure, that happiness from Nityananda Prabhu himself, Nityananda Prabhu said, now you can go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is my property. So ultimately we have to obtain the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. What does he say? He's coming to us. How? In the form of sadhu. Even in the form of books. All are manifestations of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. If any one of us has received a book, and the devotee who was given the book, he may be a third class, even may not be a devotee. Actually, how can we judge? Who is a devotee, who is not a devotee? I told the other day, my mother, she worked in a house. My mother was a very simple lady. She worked for a lady in the house. Once a week to clean. Then the lady, she had a little bit of money, and she was always running around, driving around in car, shopping, doing things, confused, whatever. She came home one day in her house, and she said to my mother, your son, he always reads about yoga. I got this book, somebody gave it to me in the parking lot. I think it is about yoga. I don't know how to pronounce it. Bhagavad Gita. So she gave to my mother. My mother gave the book to me. But for me it was like Nityananda Prabhu, causeless mercy. They could not understand, my family members, what is happening with this fellow. Always reading these books. Even at birthday parties, everyone would drink and smoke. And I would sit in the corner reading the Bhagavad Gita. And they would say, why don't you come and join us? I said, why don't you come and join me? I said, what is new? What you are doing? Same thing. Last year you came together, drinking, smoking, and telling all kinds of jokes about each other when you forget how to behave properly. Discussing mundane topics, football, and never always the same boring stories that you come and read with me this Bhagavad Gita. More interesting. Not this physical body.
How old you are at this time?
12, no, that time I was 15 years old. Anyhow, Nityananda Prabhu manifests Akanta Guru Tattva in so many different forms. Going door to door, distributing, inviting us to come in Sadhu Sangha. And when we come in Sadhu Sangha, what happens? Our consciousness becomes elevated. And if our consciousness becomes elevated, we obtain some connection with Sadhu. We may call that initiation, no harm. We may even take mantra and think that now I am a devotee, no harm. These are all developments in our consciousness, our elevation of our consciousness. But until we come to the point in our development of consciousness that we desire only one thing, I want pure bhakti. I want 24 hours a day to be engaged in the service of Lord Krishna. In the association of pure devotees. Then Krishna will send mantra guru. Yeah. Then and then only. If before that we may have so many other desires. Yeah. Even if we come in contact with mantra guru, we cannot appreciate properly. So many times Krishna sends some type of guru. Yeah. Gurudev says Kanishta Guru, Madhyam Guru. Yeah. May come. And they may give us some type of initiation. Yeah. But if we, by that type of relation, that type of nourishment, we come to the desire that I want only pure bhakti. I want to obtain pure love and affection for Krishna. That is my only one and only goal. And I want to have always the association of pure devotees. Then Krishna will manifest. Yeah. That is called Mantra Guru or Shiksha Guru. And when that very personality manifests, if we have received initiation from Kanishka Guru or Madhyam Guru, they will come along with us and have the association of that beautiful personality. Because they can deliver. Why? Because they have that substance which is necessary for us to develop our transcendental love and affection. That is called Suddha Sattva Vishesh Atma. That is the property of what is the mantra guru? That is my PowerPoint. Yes.
I have a question.
Come.
No, the meaning of Akhanda.
Undivided.
Undivided.
Akhanda means undivided or wholesome, complete, encompassing everything. Yeah. So all gurus are manifestations of Nityananda Prabhu. There is a higher conception even. Yeah. After that.
I have a question. My question is, it has to do with Kasturi Didi, what she said, because this is the Guru Tattva class. This is Tattva. And I have never heard, I haven't heard everything, I haven't heard very much, but I have never heard that Nityananda Prabhu takes the place of Paramatma. And so I'm wondering if you have heard this from Srila Gurudev or Srila Prabhupada or any of our acharyas for Tattva. I want to know that I've never heard it.
I've also never heard it. But, I have never heard this, but I have reconciled this by understanding that Nityananda Prabhu is Akhanda Guru Tattva.
Yes, but taking the place of Paramatma, I want you to say whether you've heard it or not, because that could be confusing.
Yes.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please come.
Gurve Guru Chandraya Radhikaya Tadane Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadvaktaya Namaha. Yavan devotee was asking also for Praman for Nityananda as the Chaita Guru. And the Praman is actually there in the Chaitanya Chaitamrita, in the Adilila, the Mangalacharya, the glorification of Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu is no different from Balaram. And so that it is explained that Shankashana Karantayashai, Garvudashai Chapayaptashai. So there it is explained that, as we know also, the Adiguru is actually Krishna. Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha. And as we know, Balaram is the first extension of Krishna, so is also the Guru Tattva is there, Akhanda Guru Tattva. So Adiguru is actually Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And then, so Balaram is there, and Nityananda is no different from Balaram. And then it is explained that all the different Vishnu Murtis are expansions of the Mool Shankarshan is there. First Balaram is there, then Mool Shankarshan in Dwarka, and then from Mool Shankarshan in Dwarka comes the second Chaturvyu, and there we have Mahavishnu, the Mahashankarshan, and from Mahashankarshan, so then come the three Purushavatars, Mahavishnu or Karanadaksha Vishnu, then comes Garbhadaksha Vishnu, and then comes Kshiradaksha Vishnu, and Kshiradaksha Vishnu is actually Paramatma. So that means that it is the manifestation of Nityananda Prabhu.
Advaita Prabhu is same.
Same.
Advaita Prabhu, we could say same thing.
Yes, you can also say. So they are manifestation. You may say even as sadhakas, we may see that Paramatma is there helping us, but ultimately if you are more advanced, then you will see that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu may be there guiding the advanced devotees, or Sri Radha and Krishna there. So even it is mentioned in Mangalacharan that the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there and Yada Advaitam Brahma Parisharitarya Prasranudva Ya Atman Teryami Purusha Kiti Samsam Saribhava. So the Paramatma is there, and so Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the origin of that also, that the Paramatma is there. So that is my understanding.
In this case, we are differentiating between Paramatma and Nityananda Prabhu. We know that in Tattva they are one and the same. No? Tattva, they are the same. But there is still a different name and a different particular function. Paramatma has his function, Nityananda Prabhu has his function. What was claimed was that Nityananda Prabhu pushes Paramatma out and sits in his place. So that's basically, in one sense, Nityananda Prabhu pushing himself out and sitting in his own place. If you're going to talk about it in terms of Tattva, we need Praman from Shastra that says Nityananda Prabhu removes Paramatma and comes and sits in his place instead. That he's a different personality.
That was what we said.
That's what we were asking.
They're simultaneously one and different.
Yes.
They're one and different.
So that's a question.
Yes.
This is a class about Guru Tattva. I wanted it to be clear that to say that to push Nityananda, or to push Paramatma out and Nityananda comes himself.
No, wait. I did not say that.